Right now we're currently doing art tests. Our project has been split into kind of two sets of three. One where we work on briefs set by the tutors, and another where we get industry set briefs. And so these are the briefs which are sent out when you apply for a job. It's so they can kind of get a gauge of how well you can do your job, your skill level, just to make sure that the work that you submit is actually your work. Because I guess it kind of it became a problem where people were submitting work that it wasn't their own. So it's just kind of an extra way to ensure that when people apply for the job, they can actually do it. So this is just kind of a really great, I guess, way for us to gain experience in what it's going to be like in the industry, so that we kind of know how to approach these tests when it eventually gets to our time to apply for a job.
When you signed up for Games Plan, is it what you expected it to be, or is it completely different?
Yeah, no, it is pretty much what I expected it to be, because I was an artist prior to applying for the course, and so I looked for courses which was primarily art-based, and so reading through the syllabus, the curriculum, it was exactly what I wanted, and what I kind of wanted to explore and try and understand. I didn't want a computer science-based course. I didn't want programming, etc., etc., although we have done a little bit of creative coding.
Can you tell us a little bit about the project you're currently working on, for your third year, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, I'm in my final year and I'm currently working on my final major project, and I'm building a museum in which I'm planning to collaborate with other students and get all their work into one place. So it's going to be in a totally 3D environment that you can explore and wander around. And the reason I'm doing this is I feel as technology is advancing, museums at current are due to take a further step, and I'm interested in augmented reality, things like that. So I want to try and push the boundaries of how we can bring technology from the computer into the real world. So I'm planning to create my own brief. So then there's going to be a mix of 2D artwork, 3D artwork, all kinds of life sculptures. I want to prove that games artwork can be considered more established and reputable art form rather than just a plaything. Well, for this project itself isn't necessarily aimed at gamers themselves. It's more trying to encourage different age ranges and different groups of people into the games themselves, to say that games are not just a plaything. They can be used as a tool for either educational purposes, economic purposes. So it's just a way. So it's not a traditional get-down shooter. I'm not creating a museum so that you can run around and shoot the enemies. It's more that I could get my nan from halfway across the country online with myself, and then me and my nan could walk around various artworks and I could show her a different world that she would never experience before. So I feel the elderly they are being targeted in games obviously, but I feel that there are different markets out there that have just been either skimmed over or not necessarily focused on. So I feel with augmented reality and virtual reality, and I think that could be a possibility. So I could, I'm just aiming for different genres of people and hopefully it'll work out. Well, so as museums I feel grow, and as technology advances and it becomes more of a tourist attraction, the amount of people coming exceeds the limitation of the building. So I've spoken to a couple of curators, museum curators, and the common problem they find is to basically distribute the space to get all the people around through all the exhibits. So they want to minimise as much physical objects, so like signs and kiosks and all that, and they just want it all as a digital space. So I've spoken to the Sainsbury's Centre up at the UEA, and they're looking to digitalise a lot of their the descriptions to their place, so you can press a button and it will pop up or something like that. So I'm hopefully going to be working with someone over there, and or at least I've been talking with someone over there into getting a digital form in, just trying new ideas rather than what's been set in stone. At the minute, going through education and then looking to take education further or just try out new ideas. I just kind of want to spread my wings and find out different areas. I want to test the field. I predominantly work in environment artwork, so I just love the idea of immersion and creating new worlds. But if I were to work somewhere, Irrational Games isn't here anymore. So I'd love to work with the team who did Bioshock. Though are they? They may be coming back. I don't know yet. But I don't know. Off the top of my head, 2K. I think I would like to work with 2K. Definitely enjoy the projects that they work on. But at the minute, I've still got my training wheels on.
Well,
So
we've been just given a brief which has been set by industry, like different developers from industries, and it's an art test, which is like a little challenge almost to do. And I've chosen the one to do to do with this game called Starbound, developed by Chucklefish, and I have to create a piece of promo art for them, like which includes some of their characters, races, like different terrains, and yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. This one, I would say, is I don't know, probably late teens, early 20s people who are interested in games, I would say, because the gameplay is Minecraft, 2D Minecraft. So you craft items, you have to survive, you have to fight enemies, you travel planets. So I think it's people who are quite interested in survival, like people who are interested in making their own swords and crafting, and yeah. Well, the project just before this, I had to create a character which was like a cyborg sports person. So I have that. It varies. I do a lot of. I like doing humans and like creating just people. I've done like samurais. It's just a range. Anything that pops into my head, I like to draw. I like doing a lot of realistic illustrations. I do that as well on the side. But from here, I've done mainly humans. I'm not really big into creating creatures. It's something I would like to look into, but mainly designing characters. Like my dream would be making the character you play as and it becoming something as big as Master Chief or something like that. To be the person that designs that character is like a dream of mine. So I like sticking to more realistic but with a cartoony edge. I don't know if that makes sense.
Right.
But like because my biggest influences are Jim Lee, the comic book artist, and Ryan Otley. They're my two biggest influences on how I stylize everything. So yeah.
What are the names of some of the characters you created?
I haven't really named them. I've just designed the characters for the brief because the characters I've been given are for uni briefs. I haven't really designed them. One was just a Ronin samurai warrior, so a samurai without master. This one was just a speedball player. So I don't think they wouldn't have names for the things they were set in. It's like I know there's FIFA players, but like if you had a football game, you don't really care about the players' names. You just care about what they do. It's kind of like that.